So I know what you guys are thinking. Slim, we're in quarantine. There is no Yu-Gi-Oh! There isn't. First things first, every event has been canceled. They canceled Worlds, they canceled Nationals, they canceled every YCS. Locals is canceled. I'm pretty sure there's no locals going on anywhere depending on what state you're in. I still don't think there's any locals going on. If there is, I don't know how that's happening. And I know everyone is thinking, damn, how do I, first and foremost, not go insane from being in quarantine all the time? And how do I keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Now I know there's a million things in the world that are going on right now. We're going to take a minute to talk about the truth. This is very serious, you guys. I talked about it on stream, and it's very true. This is a very serious time in the world. The coronavirus is very serious. What's going on in the world is very serious. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to prioritize your health, your well-being. You need to take better care of yourself. Whatever it takes to, strengthen your immune system, you need to do it. I'm in the health field, going to school for that. I'm learning more and more, and I myself was very ignorant in the beginning of all of this. I thought, this coronavirus, it's gonna happen, it's gonna pass, it's like the flu, it's gonna pass. Boy, was I wrong. And admitting I'm wrong sucks, but telling you guys the reality is more important to me than kind of faking it. And that's exactly how it was. That's what I thought. I thought, this'll pass, this is not a big deal. And you know what? Look at what happened. Nowadays, while I'm in quarantine, we're all in quarantine, I prioritize my health. I prioritize, making sure that I take the best possible care of myself and my loved ones that are here with me as much as possible. I think that's the most important thing you can do. So that's just a little message to you guys. Take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, take care of your loved ones, make sure everyone is happy, safe, and healthy, and that's the greatest gift you can give to anyone during these times. And you'll make it through. We're all going to make it through. It's just going to take time, and you're going to have patience. It's something that I struggle with at times, but we all need to learn how to be patient. But on the topic of today's video, what do you do in quarantine for Yu-Gi-Oh? How do you stay on top of things? Because trust me, even though there are no events, that does not mean there is no Yu-Gi-Oh! There is still a ton of ways for you to play Yu-Gi-Oh! To stay up top on Yu-Gi-Oh! And do all that stuff. First and foremost, go watch my live streams. I know, shameless plug, right? So on my live streams, actually, you guys, I have the username up here. It's at YUGIOH. I literally take the time to just play Yu-Gi-Oh! For that entire live stream. I play on multiple platforms. I also, talk to you guys, just answering all your comments, answering all your questions, talking about, all the different decks, talking about my thoughts on the format. Yesterday we talked about Dragoon of Red, its impact on the meta, all these things. And also I do special things for anyone that subscribes to the channel. I will literally take any deck you guys send me, I will play it on stream. You want me to edit it and make it better, I do both of those things. I give you guys my opinion on it. I try to learn the deck myself, and I'll be honest, there are a lot of decks I've played on stream I've never played before in my life, and I learn how to play them while I'm testing them, and it's just a great experience. So that's number one. If you're bored, come to my live streams. We just hang out. We literally hang out. I don't do any of these super serious things. I'll talk about the meta. I'll talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! All day. I do streams are about an hour to 2 hours sometimes. They're not super long, but I figure why just drown things out if I don't really have the time. I'd rather just do a pretty concise stream that everyone can just pop in, hang out at, and it's awesome. But yeah, links in the description. Check it out. I'm going to be streaming today. If you guys have your notifications and everything, you'll know. And yeah, I always make posts here in the community tab and everything when I'm streaming, so you guys can definitely check that out. And I'm just saying, it may be a shameless plug, but it's true. I love streaming. It's one of my favorite things. It's going to be a consistent thing here on the channel. And you guys can just come hang out. And I mean, during quarantine, it's become one of the best ways for me to kind of keep sane and keep, keep feeling the Yugis, as I always say, because it lets me play on multiple platforms, and it lets me interact with you guys, and it lets me, learn a lot of different decks, and you stay on top of the meta no matter what. So that's number one. But after that, you have to think of, okay, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life, this kind of sucks, I can't touch my cards. You can totally deck build and stuff and still do all that stuff. I still do that in my free time every once in a while. But you also have to think, okay, if I build a deck in real life, what am I going to do with it? I can solitaire it, which you totally can. You can solitaire your own deck, but you got to think more competitive. You got to think bigger. Now, of course, these are going to sound like no-brainers, but guess what? There are a ton of ways for you to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online these days. As long as you have a computer or you have a way to play, you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Number one is Dueling Book. I know, no brainer, right? But here's the thing. For every player that knows about Dueling Book, there are still a ton of players who do not know about Dueling Book. And it's very simple. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to install anything. All you do is go to your browser, you type in duelingbook.com, you go there, you make an account, you verify your email, boom, you're in. You can build your decks, you can add friends, you can play against everyone, you can play rated, unrated, traditional, all this stuff. You can play solo mode to test hands, test your deck, all that stuff. This is a no-brainer, but for the people that don't know, it's there for you. If you don't feel like downloading anything, it's there for you. And I start with Dueling Book because it's the easiest way for someone to play Yu-Gi-Oh, to come back into Yu-Gi-Oh if they haven't played in ages, or if they just don't want to spend money on cards. You can literally just go there. The whole database is your playground and just build whatever the hell you feel like. You can also mess with custom cards. You can do any crazy shenanigans you want. It's quarantine. There's no real format except online, so go nuts. Go nuts on Dueling Book. That's my advice. That's number one. Number two, I put Yu-Gi-Oh! Nexus. So here's the thing. I played it maybe 2 or 3 times when it came out ages ago, and then I discovered YUGIOH Pro. I am not a huge fan of Nexus. I haven't tested it out in years. However, I know a lot of players, a lot of my subscribers still talk highly about it. So I'm sure it must still be somewhat okay. I know not everyone plays it, but a lot of people do. I don't know how big the Nexus community is, but if you yourself like it, keep playing it. It's an automated system similar to some of the other ones I'm going to mention here. And you can literally just, you know, go crazy. Build your own deck, edit your own deck, play test online, play test. I don't know if you can play against the AI on Nexus, but you have the options, I know, to just play online on the servers and stuff like that, build your deck and do whatnot. So I'm sure there's a lot of things you actually can do with that. So like I said, I don't know a lot about it, but it's something that I figured I would mention, because if a lot of players are still talking about it even after all these years, then it must still be something. It's just not my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So like I said, if it works for you, try it out. I think any automated system that lets you play Yu-Gi-Oh is the way to go, whether you're downloading something or you're playing right out of your browser. In my opinion, you can't beat it. And then, of course, we have to talk about Project Ignis, baby. You guys already know. I'm a huge advocate of this. If you look in the description of my video, the how to download and install is actually right there in the description. I added it for you guys because it seems to be something really important that people want to know. But Project Ignis, I may sound a little biased, is my personal favorite. It's been amazing since I installed it. I've heard people saying they're having problems with it. I personally have not experienced any problems, so hopefully I'm going to knock on wood and hopefully it stays that way. I know there's updates and stuff that are going to happen. I know it's going to change, so I know a lot of people are going to, you know, we're going to see some changes in it. But Project Ignis is literally the new YUGIOH Pro. For a lot of people that don't know, YUGIOH Pro is done. Starting next month in May, all the shutters are, all the shutters, I have shutters right there. All the servers are shutting down, and then you're not going to be able to play on there anymore. I already experienced that myself with you guys on stream. I wasn't able to actually like duel anyone, which was crazy. So yeah, they're not updating the cards. You're not gonna get all the new stuff as it comes out. So unfortunately, it's not really that great an option. But Project Ignis is the new way to go. Very simple to download. You just follow, you know, just watch my video. The download link is in there as well. I heard if you can't get it through that link, you can go onto a Discord and get it. Yes, it's for MacBook. For anyone asking, there is a separate file for MacBook. I'll probably have to add that somewhere in my video's description, but I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna add that for you guys because I know that there's a way for you guys to get it through MacBook as well. So that's super important. So yes, you can play it on Windows. Yes, you can play it on MacBook. And what it is the new YUGIOH Pro. Comes with all the cards. Comes already preset to Master Rule 5, which is a plus over YUGIOH Pro. And you literally can just play, and it is so smooth. If you watch my video, you'll see I praise it. Very smooth in its playback. It gives you a test hand feature, which is insane. Literally lets you test your hand, and you can keep doing it over and over and over again. Super smooth. You can also play against an AI. Now, from what I've heard, the AIs are kind of outdated. Don't know if you can update their decks. Maybe you can. I'm going to look into that, like probably on stream, and do some other stuff with that. But from what I know, you can still, you know, get some testing in if for some reason you can't find an opponent. Now remember, it's a new system. A lot of people are slowly downloading it, slowly learning to play on it. It can take a while to get an opponent. Those of you that have been watching my streams, you guys see that sometimes I have to wait a little while until I get an opponent, but eventually you do. There's 2 servers you can play on. There's the NA, and I believe it's the EU one, and you know, it's just awesome. It's very similar to YUGIOH Pro. You know, it's very fast, and what I've always said about this, so the differences between this and Dueling Book is all manual placement. It's like you're playing with your actual cards, which I think is just super amazing because it's the closest thing to actually playing with your cards. But with the automated service like Project Ignis, you're able to learn a deck faster. You're able to get more repetition in. I know those of you that have been watching here on the channel, watching the streams on Twitch, you've seen how many more games I get in with Project Ignis than I do with Dueling Book. The games don't take as long. You can even mute your opponent, so you don't have to have any back and forth banter if you don't want to. Like if there's ruling issues, there are no ruling issues on Project Ignis. The effect goes through or it doesn't. The chain resolves or it doesn't. The chain resolves the proper way or it doesn't, and it's because it's all automatic. And I think it's a great tool for learning a deck very fast, and then if you want to go play it on Dueling Book to get a little more manual placement, then you can. But as you can see, there are a ton of ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! There is also another way. This is the bonus way. If you're feeling OG like me, now I'm almost 30, for anyone who wondered. I'm almost 30. I actually turned 30 this year. But you can Skype duel with your homies. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, y'all can hop on Skype, FaceTime, whatever kind of video thing you use, and y'all can play. Just be honest. Don't lie about your hand. Just shuffle your deck legally, draw your cards. Yeah, you can have Skype duels. We've been doing that for years. We've been doing that since Skype came out and since Yu-Gi-Oh's been around. So it's just a little bonus tip for you guys. But yeah, that's today's video, you guys. Even though we are all in quarantine, we can still play Yu-Gi-Oh! We can still stay competitive and still stay on top of the meta. Another way you can do it is also play some of these online tournaments. Luxury Gaming, one of the best around. They have amazing tournaments. They had their own version of a YCS not that long ago. They're going to be doing it again. Definitely check it out. It's just another bonus for you guys to check it out because you can enter in online tournaments as well. All these platforms I've talked to you about, you can learn to play your game on there, and then they do play on Dueling Book, so you just play on Dueling Book there, and there you go. You're entering into a tournament, and it's like you're at a YCS, but you're doing it from the comfort of your own home. So I think that's pretty good. I think these are a lot of things you guys can do. Like I said, this is a very serious time in the world to prioritize yourself, prioritize your loved ones, take care of your health, take care of yourself, and make sure that no matter what you do, don't take anything for granted. Like, this is a really difficult time in the world, but you got to try to look at things from a positive side if possible, and just remember that if you take care of yourself, if you take care of your loved ones, you know, that's all you can really do right now. Focus on that, focus on them, focus on yourself, and if you still want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you have all the options I've mentioned. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it one of these, hit the notification bell, you know, subscribe if you haven't already, and come follow me on my live streams, link in the description over on Twitch, and you'll definitely have a great time. But that's all I got to say for you guys. Everyone stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.